Hi friends, welcome back to another day in April. If y'all don't know me, my name is Chelsea and I currently work attractions at Magic Kingdom. I am on my extension of my college program and I started back in August of 2018. It is currently April of 2019 and I did do another program back in 2016 in merchandise in Hollywood Studios. So today I want to talk about the 18 ways that the Disney College program destroys you. Blah blah blah, Disney College program is magical and it is great. Alright. You are always going to be an extremely friendly and approachable person. Yes. So, mind you, why are these ads popping up? How do I get out of here? Okay. Mind you, my major is hospitality, event and meeting management. So like I am very approachable as it is, but more so that a lot of people come up to me and ask for directions. Where's the bathroom? How early can we get into a fast pass? How do we set up a DAS pass? Where can we get a fast pass? How long is the wait time? All of those other fun other stuff. So it says no matter where you are, who you're talking to, you can't help to smile. You are always carry a welcoming vibe with you no matter what situation you're placed in. Working for Disney taught you how to have a patient of a saint when it comes to dealing with people. You learn the best way to communicate is listening to everyone with an open mind, even if they're screaming in your face about Test Track being out of fast passes. The one day someone came out to me and was like, do you have any fast passes for the mine train? And I was like, no. And she's like, I figured I'd ask. I'm like, okay, cool. You're constantly finding hidden Mickeys in the real world. Admit it, your mind creates hidden Mickeys out of almost every random 3 little circle formation. I forgot where we were the other day. I think we were somewhere in Animal Kingdom. It was over at Animal Kingdom and it was like down in the rocks and I was like, look, a hidden Mickey. And Jamie and Smitty looked at me and they were like, no. It's like, it looks like one, it's fine. You are full of Disney park fun facts. Do you know, I was just about to say this one. Do you know that there are 11,324 triangles that make up Spaceship Earth? I'm not even joking. I was ready to turn around to the camera and say that there are 11,324 triangles on Spaceship Earth. We'll tell you that there are no birds on Cinderella's castle because it is all fiberglass. You may also speak ride spiel. We're not gonna make it, we're not gonna make it. I was training over at ESPN a couple weeks ago and we were training for parking and there were 4 of us and we were sitting on the back of a golf cart and the guys that is our trainer is like speeding through the parking lot and we're quoting Dinosaur and we're like, evasive maneuver, left, right, especially when we have like get-togethers and we come in the door or Ryan will be waiting for me when I'm sitting at home and he'll go, hello, and I'll walk in and I go, hello, and welcome to It's a Small World, and then I'll go to my room. Oh, we have pictures now. You constantly feel the need to get down on small child level and talk to them about their favorite Disney characters. So we have a position at Pan that's called Pitsy Passage. So when we have a high guest count for the day, we will push the standby line back inside Pitsy Passage in the hallway and we'll have someone sitting there and we'll talk to the people and the kids and everything. So normally when there's a little kid, normally you can't hear them a lot of the time because it's so loud in the park and I'm pretty sure my hearing's damaged, it's fine. But you consistently have to get down on the level and it's like, hi, how are you? Do you like Mickey? You like Mickey? How about Goofy? Like, and I did that, I think back at home too, whenever I was at my job and there was a little kid, I would always get down. If you hear your friends say, so this one time in Disney, one more time, they may punch you in the face. I don't think I said that right, but you guys know what I mean. Yeah, when I was back at home, I would consistently talk about Disney and I remember my ex was like, you need to stop because there are other things in life than Disney. And I was like, how dare you? You can't help it, every single day was filled with an adventure during your CP. You want to share your stories with everyone you encounter. It's like word vomit. It is. It is. The second you say something reminds you of your CP, there's no stopping you. Your friends back home either get really annoyed or end up learning everything you did when you had free access to Disney World. pretty sure I had a couple times when I would go with my friends and they were like, yes, you told me this multiple times. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't remember. It was so magical. Do the Disney College program. Whatever this number 7 is, this doesn't make any sense. Maybe like you go back home and then you watch all of your friends' stories on Instagram and you're like, oh, I wish I was Epcot at Soarin' right now. I don't understand what this means. Someone's gonna be commenting in the comments like, you're so stupid, this is what this means. We're gonna skip. Which was true. When I was back home, I would have all my other CP friends on my Snapchat. I'm like, I miss you. 90% of your friends are long distance. I'm not even gonna bother reading that because that is completely true. In our friend group in Fantasyland, 2 are from Australia. Sarah's from New Jersey. The other Sarah was from North Carolina. I have that completely wrong. Allie's from Georgia. Autumn's from Ohio. Hannah's from Michigan. Jared's from California. Like, Jamie's from here. Like, everyone is so spread out all over the world, all over the country. I remember getting CPs in our last area. We had New Zealand, Australia, and Denmark. And Mike from Denmark is still one of my good friends. We barely talk anymore, but when he's down here, we hang out. Except for the last time when he was down here, but my family was down here. Mike, I love you. I know you're watching this. It's sad, especially when everybody goes home. We were so sad on the last day, and I had, I filmed the last get-together we had, and we were at Joe's house, and we were just so sad. We were talking about like roses and thorns, and I never published it because some of them were really bad, but it was so sad when everybody left. And we have new CPs, and new CPs are like, some of them are my friends, some of them are not my friends, and I just really miss all of the CPs from my program because I love them so dearly. You probably have roughly 500 I'm celebrating buttons. I don't have a bunch of buttons. See, I'm not the person to consistently go to the parks before and after my shift. I was on my last program, so a lot of CPs will go and get buttons for like, Sarah and Shannon both got their appendix out and they were like, I'm celebrating no appendix. I have one for the Black Mirror Challenge. I have a couple like start of my DCP and other stuff like that, but I don't normally get celebrating buttons because I only wear them once. So this clock strikes 3 o'clock and you know Festival of Fantasy Parade is strolling out of a frontier land. So true. When we are doing I'm standing at some position in a ride, one of my rides, especially like standby greeter, and I'm like, why is there nobody in my line? And then I look and I'm like, oh, it's 3:05. Parade's going on. You know a lot about the world and people it's made up of. You know to never tell an Australian their accent sounds like a Kiwi's or vice versa. Kiwi, I think, is someone from New Zealand, I think. You can spot the difference from miles away. You've learned the lads from down under are some of the funniest people you have ever interacted with, and there are in fact no kangaroos in New Zealand, just wallabies. You know that the people from Spain and Brazil are usually down for some fun and is always a good time to kick back with your friends from France or the Netherlands. It's true that the Italians are loud and outspoken in the best way possible. Oh, I have a story. The people from Japan are simply some of the sweetest. You meet so many people from all over the world and learn so much about their culture. You get more of a feel for all of the greatness in the world is made up of than any textbook could ever explain. So when I was on my last CP, I had someone from Australia and New Zealand, and I could distinctly tell the difference between a New Zealand accent and an Australian accent. Right now it's a little bit harder because we had 2 people from Australia, Shannon and Demos, and we have Melinda from New Zealand right now, but I don't interact with her enough to get her accent. But when I had Australia and New Zealand side by side, it was so easy to tell them apart. So when I was in the store ringing someone out, and it was one of the CPs and they were talking, and I'm like, you're from New Zealand, aren't you? And they're like, yeah, good guess. And I was like, I know. But it is true, people from Australia are so funny. Demos and Shannon, I miss you so much. Like, it is so sad. You could draw a map of Magic Kingdom blindfolded. You know, I actually did this, and I'm gonna post a video down below, a link. I did this with Alex, Nearest fast pass kiosk down the pathway to the left. If you ask me from anywhere in the park where to get somewhere, I'm gonna be able to give you the quickest route. Especially standing at Peter Pan and Small World, the most commonly questions I get asked are nearest bathroom, nearest fast pass kiosk, where is Splash Mountain and Pirates, and the Little Mermaid. Those are the most commonly asked questions that I get. Or what time are the fireworks? That's also another one. But I did do a map of the 4 parks. We did it in like 10 minutes and I'm gonna post them down below. It's kind of really bad, but it's fine. It's a little cringy-worthy. Applying for jobs, Disney always makes you stand out. Normally it's only for like business and hospitality. So if you have like a science degree and you did the Disney College program, it might not really benefit you, as I'm not really positive. I'm just going by what other people have said on the college program page, but especially having a hospitality degree, I am so sorry. Especially having a hospitality degree, it helps to have an internship as well. So Disney is a Fortune 500 company. It really helps to have on a resume, and they know you deal with thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people per day. Especially merchandise, I got to work in several different locations, met several different people. Attractions, I'm doing the same things every day, but that perfects me at my job. So it truly does help to have on a resume, especially if someone's going for like a really, really high management job right out of college with a degree, and they see Disney on the resume, they're gonna probably pull their application for at least to give them an interview. You're constantly checking airline prices to reunite with your roommates and get back to the place that started it all. So I had really bad roommates my first program, and it's not that they were bad and like they were mean and nasty, it's just the fact that we never hung out and we didn't get along. 4 of my roommates are still working here, 2 of them aren't, but Sarah Grace is gonna come down here May-ish, June, and Alyssa only lives 2 hours away, so it is very easily for us to get together. We haven't done it yet, so if y'all are watching, we need to hang out. But when I was back home, I would consistently look at air prices, and I was like, I could go stay with one of my friends, and I did that a couple times, so that was really fun. You have a strong emotional attachment to certain rides of, should be and shows. The best part is you'll never run out of wishes. So a lot of CPs who worked during Wishes have a very strong emotional attachment to Wishes because it is no longer there. I guess I have a strong emotional attachment to Happily Ever After, but I've just seen it so many times that I'm just so over it. I opened Jingle Bell Jingle Bam on my first program, and I usually did the low cart for Jingle Bell Jingle Bam, and I loved Jingle Bell Jingle Bam. So that is one of the things that hold a special place in my heart. Tatooine also holds a special place in my heart because it was the first store that I ever worked at Disney, the first place. Peter Pan and Small World do hold a very, very special place in my heart. But I think Studios holds a little bit more of a special place in my heart because it was the first park that I worked at. Disney is not a vacation spot to you, it's your home. So Disney, especially after living here for so long, it starts to become home. Sometimes you'll don't want to sit in your bed, especially if you like extend and plan on staying here. My last program, I wasn't extending and I couldn't stay, so I had more of a drive to get up early, go to the parks, stay out. If I had a shift that ended at 8, I would stay and watch Fantasmic. Right now, I am staying here. I signed a lease till January, so I don't normally go to the parks on days where I have work. I normally stay home. Also me trying to get my life in order, clean up around the house, eat over here so it's cheaper. I haven't gone a solo park day in a while, and I need to do that. But when I was back at home in college and I was feeling really down, I would put on like a the opening of Hollywood Studios or something, or like Tim Tracker videos, Adam the Woo videos, and just binge watch Disney because I missed it so much. People you know before your college program say you've changed. I don't really know if this is true for me, because I was such an outspoken person anyways. I had a really good work ethic and I was good with talking to people. I'm probably a little bit more outspoken now than I was 2 years ago. And that's also, YouTube has helped me do that as well. But you know, 2 years ago, even when I was on the college program, I would have trouble going up to someone and asking them like where something is. And I would make one of my other friends do it. But now I'm like, I'll do it. Give me the phone, I'll call pizza or whatever. It was the best 4 months to 1 year of your life, and you would do anything to relive just one more day of being a CP. This is very true for a lot of people who go home and don't do another program. They miss the Disney College program so much. A lot of them regret it's not extending. And when I went back home, I was miserable. I didn't see the sun for 2 months. I was so sad that I was not in Disney, and seeing all of my friends sign the beam for Galaxy's Edge, I was so upset that I didn't do that. And now that I'm here again, I'm living the dream. It's just a foot in the door to move up right now. I will do a video about extending in the future, since I am on an extension now, but my biggest piece of advice is to go finish school. And if you guys want to work for Disney full-time, go finish school and then come back, or finish school and then come down after you graduate. If you can get credit for it, definitely come here during school, go back, finish, graduate, come back down. If I could have done something different, I wouldn't have extended my program. I would have just went straight to part-time, full-time. But I took the extension, and I'm gonna talk about that more in a different video, but it's more so like I want to build seniority status, and I'm already in a different house outside of housing, so it kind of made more sense to me if I would have went part-time after. But my first college program, and I'm gonna do another video about like the first college program versus the second college program as well, but I think my first college program was more magical and more life bettering for me as opposed to this one. But I do have a lot more friends from this college program and more memories from this college program. I do have a lot of memories and some friends from my last one, but almost all of them I fell out of touch with. I still talk to them here and there, but if I would have went back home, I would still be talking to some of these people every day. That is it. That is the 18 ways that the Disney College program destroys you. If you guys have any questions, please leave them down below. I will answer them to the best of my abilities. If you guys feel the same way or you guys feel a different way, feel free to comment down below as well. I know there's a lot of alumni and a lot of people that are wanting to do the Disney College program that do watch my channel. So let me know what you guys think. I think this is a very good article that describes a bunch of things about a CP. I will see you guys tomorrow, and that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!